Hello, Pisces. Had to do you next. You were just like right there. And the song that I started hearing as I was tuning into your energy, which is very, very soft today. It's a very loving, gentle energy I feel around you today from Spirit. And the song that I was hearing was My Song for You. And probably one of the most well-known versions of that is the Donny Hathaway song. Now, I'm not really greatly familiar with the lyrics, so I looked it up, and the part of the song that just stood out like crazy for me is, where did it go? Bum, 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 bum. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life because you're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. And it goes on, but it's not really about loss. It's not really about apology or asking for forgiveness. That's really not specifically what I'm getting for you right now. What I'm getting instead is a feeling of resolution, a feeling that things have fallen into place. The song, singing a song for you or a song for you, I feel like what this is about, really, if I translate it into your reading, it's about you singing from your heart, in that you have, in very many ways, made peace with many different emotions that you've gone through in your life. This is a reading for the week of September 1st, technically speaking, but of course these readings don't really have a time frame. It's when you hear them and when they resonate. The energy of this song, as I'm listening to it, and the parts that I'm picking up out of it, is that it's really about opening one's heart to the different experiences of life. It feels as though, it's not just the song, it's what I'm feeling as I'm tuning into your energy. It feels to me as though you've lived a lot of experiences, as it does say in the song. You've lived a lot of different kinds of chapters in your life. And I feel as though now what's happening is you're kind of bringing them all together into an understanding. It's, what is it they say? The some of the parts are greater than they are as individuals. It's more articulate than that. But it feels to me as though you're bringing home all these different pieces, these different experiences, these different emotional realities that you live. Because I feel that is something that you lived intensely, this emotion in this situation, and this emotion in that situation, and this emotion in that situation. And I feel as though you're bringing them all home to bring them together, to understand your life as a piece, as opposed to just these different sections. It's like if they were chapters in a book, now it's coming to a place where the entire book is written. That's not to say it's finished. Don't get me wrong. There's not any intuition about you exiting anytime soon. It's just the fact that this would be your life to date, and that your life to date, bringing all of these different pieces together, means that where you go from here, you have a different foundation, you have a different emotional foundation, and you have a different energetic foundation. Now, the card that I'm getting, I'm getting quite a few actually, that are talking about you being able to have a lighter attitude. And when I say lighter, I don't mean, let's trip away. I mean that sense of lightness about your life, and that sense of being able to have good humor about the parts that were difficult, and be able to look back at yourself and go, oh my goodness, can you imagine? How did I ever do that? With that quality of humor that is kind, that is understanding, that is just gentle. Okay? And that there is grace for you as you look at all of these things, as you bring this all together. Grace is that, that beautiful, wonderful, loving sense of being held in the divine, being held in the bigger hands, and being helped through with that divine energy. So if there are any bumps, along the way, you have the grace to handle it. But it feels to me as though you've already had the grace and that you are in this place now of being able to see things differently. And if not, Pisces, I think for those of you who have not reached this point yet, what I feel as though you're working towards this point. You are getting the cards that are suggesting that you allow yourself to really look at things and say, to notice the things that you're pleased about, that you've lived, how you've handled things well, and to be kind to yourself when you find the things that you didn't handle as well as you might have liked. And that's where you get to laugh at it a little bit and have a good sense of humor about where you were at and what was going on in you that maybe now you look at and you go, that was immature, that was unaware, that was whatever, but that you can be gentle about it, okay? You're being told also, it feels to me like with all of this going on, what you're really doing is you're setting yourself up for a really beautiful new phase of life. And you're being told, you're being reminded, you get to create it. You are the one who gets to decide every day what it is you'd like. And that you're being encouraged by Spirit to expect success and risk that what you're doing to create the life that you would like now with all of your wisdom, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're having brought all of this together with a kind of emotional wisdom, a kind of philosophy, life philosophy that's based on genuine experience and the ability to be self-aware and honest and self-reflective in a way that is really vulnerable to yourself and honest and authentic. And that fear is a prayer for what we don't want. So it feels to me as though, that comes right after the risk success card. So I would say, for those of you who are aiming for something, a different kind of life, take a chance on it working. And when fear comes up, don't take it quite so seriously. Realize fear is just a thought, right? Focus instead on what you like. Don't focus on the fear. Focus on the positive things that you like. And know that fear is usually based on past experience. This is a new day. Take a chance on the new day being wonderful for you, okay? You've got the fear and you've got the worry card coming up right over the top of grace, right next to risk success. So, worry. What is worry? Well, why do we believe worrying about something actually helps? Worry, sometimes hidden behind rationalizing or overanalysis, is only another face of fear. It locks our nervous system into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. The fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response flooding us with adrenaline. A worried state prevents access to deeper thoughts, creative inspiration, or connection to deeper emotion. Answers come once the nervous system relaxes and the mind clears. It's in these moments that the creative, intuitive mind communicates solutions from behind the realm of fear-based desperation and logical deduction. Now, I think this is really important as well, because I think for some of you, some of the collective, you've got the fear and you've got the worry card coming right over top of the grace card. And the grace card says specifically, grace is not earned. Grace is a state in which we receive for no apparent reason a divine influence which strengthens us in a way that eases whatever problematic or miserable state we find ourselves. Grace needs only to be accepted in order to be received. So for some of you, there may be something going on right now as this process of integration and dealing with emotion, where you are facing situations, a memory, a trauma, or, as I said, a situation that's going on right now. That's part of this process of integration and self-awareness and understanding. And if you are, you're being reminded. Worry doesn't help. Fear is a prayer for what we don't want. Lean into grace, okay? And expect it. It's a divine thing. Engage the divine in this absolutely beautiful integration of experience into wisdom. Okay, Pisces? The energy is very loving. It's very gentle, and it's incredibly supportive. I feel really, Pisces, as though you are being held with divine energy here as you do this, and you are being encouraged to focus on what you like, honor what you like in yourself, what you would like to see in the world around you, how you'd like to experience yourself, and expect that you're going to have success in this new beginning with this new wisdom. Okay? Take care, Pisces.